person that I'm going to introduce is Frederick Taylor. Frederick Taylor was born on March 20, 1856 at Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, US, and he died on March 21, 1915. Frederick Taylor was an American inventor and engineer who is known as the father of scientific management. His system of industrial management, known as Taylorism, greatly influenced the development of industrial engineering and production management throughout the world. So Taylor has four principles. The first principle is science, not rule of thumb. The second principle is harmony, not discord. The third principle is cooperation, not individualism. The fourth is maximum output in place of restricted output. The Taylor scientific management theory assumed that productivity could increase by making jobs simpler and optimizing them. Additionally, the theory assumed that managers were to interact with their subordinates to enhance efficiency in the workplace. During that time, managers barely interacted with workers. So the second is Frederick Irving Hertzberg. Frederick was born on April 18, 1923 at Massachusetts, United States, and he died on March 19, 2000 at the age of 76. So Frederick was an American psychologist who became one of the most influential names in business management. He is most famous for introducing job enrichment and the motivator hygiene theory. So Frederick theorized employee satisfactions to mention the hygiene and the motivation. So hygiene issues such as salary and supervision decrease employees' dissatisfaction with the work environment, while motivators such as recognition and events make workers more productive, creative, and committed. Henry Lawrence Gantt. Henry Lawrence Gantt was born on May 20, 1861 at Calvert County, Maryland, United States, and he died on November 23, 1919 at the age of 56. So, he was an American mechanical engineer and management consultant who is best known for his work in the development of scientific management. He created a Gantt chart in the 1910s. According to Gantt theory, a Gantt chart is a bar chart showing the progression of time through the phases of a project. The chart can be simple or complex depending on the needs of the project manager and the team. As you are deciding on how to manage a project, consider the following. So first, the management theory of Henry Gantt dictates the use of both resources and time when evaluating projects. Considering this, how many people will be needed to complete the project. So the second is Henry Gantt's scientific management is a theory that incorporates benchmarks in a project as a way to complete the project efficiently. What are the milestones and their deadlines on your project? So the third one is how much time is needed to meet each of the milestones deadline. Next is Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol was born on July 29, 1841 at Istanbul and died on November 19, 1925 at the age of 84. Henry Fayol was a French mining engineer, mining executive, author, and director of mines who developed a general theory of business administration that is often called Fayolism. He and his colleagues developed this theory independently of scientific management by roughly contemporaneously. Henry Fayol's technique of management, known as the 14 principles of management, include division of work, authority, discipline, unity of command, unity of direction, subordination of individual interest to the general interest, remuneration, centralization, scalar chain, order, equity, stability of tenure of personnel, initiative, and esprit de corps. So George Elton Mayo was born on December 26, 1880 and died on September 7, 1949. George Elton Mayo was an Australian-born psychologist, industrial searcher, and organizational theorist. So, Mayo's management theory states that employees are motivated far more by relational factors such as attention and camaraderie than by monetary rewards or environmental factors such as lighting, humidity, and more. Mayo developed a matrix to illustrate the likelihood that a given team would be successful. So, next is Abraham Harold Maslow. Abraham was born on April 1, 1908 and died on June 8, 1970. He was an American psychologist who created Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So, a theory of psychological health predicated on fulfilling innate human needs in priority, culminating in self-actualization. So, he stressed by importance of focusing on the positive qualities of people as opposed to treating them as a bag of symptoms. Abraham Maslow was an American psychologist who developed a hierarchy of needs to explain human motivation. His theory suggested that people have a number of basic needs that must be met before people move up the hierarchy to pursue more social, emotional, and self-actualizing needs. Abraham Maslow is best for his hierarchy of needs, which is a theory in psychology that ranks human needs in order of importance. So, next one is William Auchi. Was born on 1943, and William G. Auchi is an American professor and author in the field of business management. He is the Distinguished Professor of Management and Organizations, Sanford and Betty Sigaloff Chair in Corporate Renewal. So, he was born and raised in Honolulu, Hawaii. He earned a BA from Williams College in 1965. So, according to Auchi, the theory Z promotes stable employment, high productivity, and high morality, and employee satisfaction. The loyalty of employees is increased by offering them a job for life with a strong focus on employee well-being, both on the job as well as their private lives. So, Theory Z of Auchi is Dr. William Auchi's so-called Japanese management. Style popularized during the Asian economic boom in the 1980s. For Auchi, Theory Z focused on increasing employee loyalty to the company by providing a job for life with a strong focus on the well-being of the employee, both on and off the job. So, Douglas Murray MacGregor was born on April 6, 1906, and he died on October 1, 1964. Douglas Murray MacGregor was an American management professor. MacGregor was a student of Abraham Maslow. He has contributed much to the development of the management and motivational theory, and is best known for his theory X and Y, so which supposed that managers' individual assumptions that human nature and behavior determined how individual manages their employees. So, what is X and Y theory? So, in the 1960s, social psychologist Douglas MacGregor developed two contrasting theories that explained how managers' beliefs about what motivates their people can affect their management style. He labeled this Theory X and Theory Y. MacGregor believed that a manager's assumption about their employees determine their leadership style in the workplace. So, the first part of MacGregor's theory is Theory X, which means managers have many assumptions about their employees in Theory X. Workers dislike their job and they are inherently lazy. In conclusion, MacGregor's Theory X and Theory Y provide valuable insights on how managers view and treat their employees. The theories highlight the importance of understanding employee motivation and how management styles can impact employee performance.